So I have used the override mechanism in which I basically change the way something that was already there was coded. In particular, I went to the original class, sometimes called the father class, and I found the hurt method and I re-implemented it in the child or subclass. But that's not the only way I can go on about adding functionalities to my subclasses using object-oriented programming and inheritance. The other way is called extension. The first one was overriding or re-implementing. The second one is extension. So let's use some extension to keep making our class tree, our class hierarchy a little bit richer. In particular, in this world that we are modeling of RPG characters, we want to model the fact that vampires are not only difficult to hurt, as we did with this hurt override method, but they also hurt others. So when a vampire bites someone, the vampire gets stronger, and then the victim gets weaker. Okay, so we are going to model this occurrence, this behavior, by extending some methods and overriding some of them. So I already have the hurt method that I had before, but I'm going to extend the functionality of the swing method. Okay, let's go back to the original swing method. What used the swing method? What did it do before? Well, it chooses the die of every character, and then it resolves an attack method. So basically compares the die result of one character with the defense of the other character, and then checks whether or not someone should be hurt because of that. Okay, in my extended swing method in the vampire class, I'm going to do something slightly different. First, I'm going to get the previous hit points of the person I'm swinging to, my foe. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same I used to do, but instead of copying the code, I can just call the swing method of my supper class. Okay, the supper reserved word basically tells Python, hey, I want to use this method, but go one step up in the class hierarchy. So go to my parent class, to my father class. Okay, so here I'm running all the code that we have just seen in the RPG character class. Okay, and then I'm going to also check the current hit points of my foe, and if I have dealt damage, okay, then I'm going to do something else, which is that if the current hit points are less than the previous hit points, so I have dealt damage with my swing that was just the way it used to be in the RPG character class, then I extend my behavior. I do what I did before, but now I do something else. If I have dealt damage, then my character grows and my foe weakens. And these grow and weaken methods are new methods that extend the behavior of my vampire child class. The grow method means that my strength grows by 1, and the weaken method means that my foe's strength decreases by 1, down to 0. Okay, so in this new version of my vampire subclass, I still override the hurt method because I did that before and I'm still doing that, but now I have extended the functionality of the swing method. I have called the method that I used to have, but I changed its behavior, and I have even created some new methods extending the functionality of the class. And let's see if that really models properly this behavior, that when vampires hurt anyone, then they grow stronger and their foes grow weaker. And whenever my slurp character vampire hurts my rando character, I get these messages. First I get the normal damage dealt message, but then I get these messages that I printed in here. The vampire gets larger and now has a strength 6, and at the same time rando, the normal character, non-vampire character, is weakened, and so on and so forth. And with these occurrences I have changed the way my class works. I have first used override to completely re-implement one of the methods, and now I have used extension to partially re-implement the swing method by calling the superclass method, but also by superclass is the same as the parent class, but also within the same method changing the behavior a little bit. I have done what I did before by calling the superclass method, and then I have just done something else within the same method, and I have also extended the functionality of my class by creating new methods.